AITA for telling my parents to get out of my life since who they vote for would make sure I'm out of theirs. I, 38F, have a rare condition where my body rejects estrogen, and any amount slightly greater than my usual makes me retch. As easy as taking 2 birth controls at once. Oops. It's been inferred that any extra estrogen stressors would make me dangerously ill. Pregnancy would be the worst. Not sure about breast cancer, but my file comes with a lot of what to do in case of X. I eventually got my reproductive parts removed and have been happy ever since. I'm Canadian. My parents, 70F, 69M, are conservative voters, which is basically Republican light for all you Americans. They were over, and I've already been passively scolding them since I found out in the last election that they voted for a guy who compared Palestinians to either rats or cockroaches that needed to be exterminated. But we're voting for the party, they proclaim, not the person. Oh, the party where most of the members either want or are allowed to have a free vote if abortion legislation is proposed. The one that is anti-pro-choice? The same one that wouldn't recognize my medical condition. No name brand is the best, and would just try to intubate me and shove tubes in my arms and gut so they could keep me alive for the baby. The party that would rather if I suffer and die. That party. Watching my dad kind of grin and quibble at the same time is just something, since his best defense was, Trudeau is doing nothing about crime. You'd be voting for a party that would be happy if I suffered and die. To a hypothetical pregnancy I cannot have, but my way too many doctors know is lethal. But the crime. How can you know they'll ban it, abortions, if they're not elected? I then screamed at them to read their party platform and to get the fuck out of my house. If they can't respect me and my life, even if this is something that is impossible now, I don't want them around, because clearly their principles have more standing than the safety of their only daughter. My mom bawled her eyes out when I kicked them out. I feel gutted. Sure, it's not something that would hurt me now, but the thought of maybe, younger, me or someone else ending up in the ER and being denied care because their requests for an abortion are not enough to justify it for medical reasons is just saddening. AETA for giving ultimatums over a bunch of hypotheticals?